enjoy life until the lights go out. Because do you know how many people are out there that you can take a snapshot of them, they look fabulous, but they have no strength because they really don't have the muscle they should have. They can't actually do any activities because they have no endurance left. They're what I call skinny fat people. Okay? Because all of this madness of dieting has caused them to lose weight, but not really lose fat or build strong, healthy muscle. So the goal, the vision of Zen Bodi is to get ourselves in a place where no matter what our age, because remember, as Jeunesse, we are the ultimate anti-aging or youth enhancement company. Yes. And what that means is to be able to do anything we want at any time, even if we've never done it before. You can do a triathlon if you want to, if you're healthy. You can learn how to ski, ride a bike if you don't know how, swim, go dancing, learn dancing, pick your grandkids up and throw them around in the air, ride horses. So many things that either people were doing and then they do less and less and less of them as time goes on because of different physical challenges, or never got a chance to do them before and then you think, oh, it's kind of too late. How am I going to learn how to do that now? But you can if you can get back to your Zen body, okay? So this is the vision. This is the key. And when we had a pilot group of people on the Zen program and we were tweaking it a little bit, what everybody kept saying is, okay, yeah, I am losing inches, but I've never had this much energy in my life. This is crazy. And I feel so, not just energetic, but strong. I had ladies, she's in her 60s. She had stopped competing with her horses. I think she does barrel races with her horses, which is very strenuous, actually, horse competition. So she had stopped doing it because she didn't feel strong enough or secure enough on the horse anymore. A month on the Zen Bodi program, she's like, okay, I'm back doing my races. My husband is up before me now, taking care of the grandkids. That never happened in their life before. Truly, they are younger. And that's where the vision comes in. So let me tell you how we get there. Number one, of course, is understanding that we need to move our body. And you notice I say move your body. I don't say exercise, because exercise sounds like work. Okay. But moving our body can be fun in a lot of ways. It's fun to move your body.
Yeah.
And it's all moving your body, right? So the key is moving your body, not being sedentary, doing what's fun for you. So, and the only way, by the way, that you can get me to do things that are not fun, like different kinds of, maybe different strength training things that some people consider fun, I know, but I don't. So the only way you get me to do it is because I know that makes me more able to do that fun thing I want to do over there. So again, it's all about that fun part. So that obviously is a key component to not only decreasing in some cases, not all cases, people need to eat more, okay? What we eat, but changing what we eat. Also, unleashing us from being addicted to some of the processed foods and weird sugars like high fructose corn syrup. Please, corn people, don't come and kill me. That create addiction to these different foods that just simply isn't normal, okay? But yet it kind of seeped into us over time. So, when you do that, here's the beauty. The problem is, it was hard to do all those things. It's really hard to move your body when you're exhausted. It's hard not to eat something that you literally crave so badly that you'll get up in the middle of the night at midnight when you went to bed at 10 and go to the store, buy it, eat it, and then throw it away because you don't want anybody else to know you did that. I love to laugh. That means it sounds familiar. It's not just me, okay? That is an addiction. But what do you do about it? It's like, okay, you can't just not eat, right? You can't just stay away from it. And when you do stay away from it, it gets more and more intense. But what if we took away the physiology? What if we were able to unburden our bodies with that addiction? If we were able to let it go so that we were no longer addicted. So that when we even tasted that food again, the memory that we had of how it used to taste, it's like, whoa, it doesn't taste good. And you go, and you literally, I've had people, and I want you to know, we did not know that this would be so profound. I had people, I was one of them, and I didn't know it was the products actually. I thought something was wrong with the frozen yogurt that I was eating. I thought they did something, they mixed it wrong, they made it too sweet. No, but everybody on my phone call was going, I snuck a drink of soda, and it was so disgusting that I spit it back out into the can. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I spit the yogurt back out into the cup because I thought it was too sweet. Oh my gosh, this is something that's actually just happening to us. So if you don't want it, it's not like you hate it. You could probably eat it again very easily, but you don't need it. Big difference, right? So what we have with Zen Bodi is to enable us not to need it, so that we don't have to want it, so that we can avoid it like we know we're supposed to, and that we have enough energy and enough good hormones in our brain, because that was the other thing. There's things in Zen Bodi that were specifically designed to give our brain the building blocks for what I call happy hormones, like serotonin and norepinephrine. And if you're happy, you like to do things. And if you're happy, you generally have more energy. And if you're able to build even the littlest bit of more muscle, you have more physical energy. You feel stronger. So little by little, you start to want to do even more and more if you're not already super active. So that is the way, the philosophy behind it is to make it, you still have to follow it, but if you get through that first month of really following it, then it becomes easier and easier instead of harder and harder. Do you know that they did a study and they showed that if you calorie restrict, so just restrict your calories, people restricted their calories and they tested them before they restricted their calories. These are people that had never dieted before. What was their appetite level? How much fat did they burn? Okay, two things. Before they started dieting, then they put them on a calorie restricted diet. Those people lost, I believe it was like 10 or 20 pounds. Wasn't even close to being, now they're at a good weight. They still had more weight to go. These people were overweight / obese. So, but they only lost 10 or 20 pounds. So you would think it wouldn't have affected their physiology that much. I want you to know that 6 months later, they checked them. Right after a 10-week doing that calorie restriction where they lost that 10 pounds, they were hungrier and their fat burning had decreased. It's what happens. We know. We're living it. We know we get hungry and hungry and hungry and hungry. And how in the world can you not give in? They got hungrier. But this is the scary part. 6 months later, they were still hungrier and they still didn't burn as much fat as prior to dieting. 1 year later, they are still hungrier and less fat and have less fat burning than before they tried to lose weight. Can you see how they're just a setup to gain it all back? This is why Zen Bodi and similar with Core was put together to break that cycle. What do you think?
Yeah.
So we can do that.
So
stay here with your Q&A too. So this is where we were. With Core, we created the system, and we have the product line that supported it. Zen also, with Dr. Donna, they had 2 years of research to create that. And I know the Zen products really well. I love the science behind the Zen products. What we've done the past 4 months, and many of you have been involved in all these conversations, is look at how do we take the plan, because what Zen doesn't have right now is a community. It doesn't really have the plan, and we looked at that. How do we create that powerful community that we've done with Core?
Yeah!
Love the enthusiasm.
Yeah!
That the plan, the community, the plan, the Core products, and the Zen products. So this is where we are right now on the drawing board. And I just want to be clear on this. Nothing is definite yet. So where you sit right now, you have access to Core, you have access to Zen. Okay, you know the plans and you can plug into that. But as we looked into the science of it, and we're both blood sugar advocates, so still eating in threes. Who likes to eat in threes? Yeah! So we're looking at the true cell from Core, which makes it so powerful, taking that product that is a completely patented product and putting it into Zen. Whoa. So we made like a super shake. That's what we're evaluating right now.
Oh, yeah.
Then the cleanse, and everyone, if you don't know Austin, I just want everyone, Austin Larson, he's like the shadow man. He's behind the scenes. This man, 2 years ago when we started developing Core, we did it together when we looked at the product line, how we're going to launch the plan. So he's overseeing the Core brand, and now he's overseeing the Zen brand as well. So please give him a big hand. Then we're looking at the current cleanse we have. We're looking at a new formulation of that. Right now you have the current cleanse, but a new one that will just plug into the same plan. I like the Zen shape. So do you know, the Zen burn is a thermogenic. So it increases your metabolic speed through heat production. The Zen shape is a really cool fat burner. I like the Zen shape better than like the Core burn. Okay? They're both different. It's okay. I use both. Yeah. I take both. But I want to be clear on it. One affects the lipase hormone that you can do on a consistent basis. One is a thermogenic. So they both work, but people with heart challenges can't. People who are caffeine intolerant can't. So both are great. But I like that. So we're probably going to take the shake and replace the burn from that perspective. Okay, the shake already has a probiotic in it. So the probiotic will probably go. It's okay. Guys, we're just having open dialogue. And you're going to be able to answer all your questions.
Taste of the Core.
I know. We're going to talk about Q&As right after this, so ask everything. Okay? And then we have the Amino Fit, and we're looking at how to work that in. Now, this is all in the works. So right now, we want to take all Q&A, get your feedback, and we're still looking at what we can do together because we have 2 powerful product lines and powerful communities. How do we make everyone happy? And I'm still looking at how can I work into all of it as well. That's what we're still looking at all of this. So I don't want this to be a hype session. I want it to be a real session. Real questions, real answers, all be as transparent as possible, and we just move forward from there. Sound good?
Thank you, Mark.
Okay. So questions. Okay, here we go. Stand on up.
I'm just curious because you mentioned that we both.
Yeah, we should do we'll share our mic on. Okay, just say who you're asking it to, and then we'll hold the mic.
Asking it to the whole panel.
Okay.
You mentioned that we all have access to both the Zen and the Core products.
Sorry.
Monavie distributors have access to Zen and Core.
Sorry.
Vice versa.
But you can work Zen into the plan. The existing plan we have.
When did you get access?
To what?
When did you get access to the Core?
They don't. They won't.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ready? Hey guys. I actually want to start by asking a question to the room. Can I ask if you're here because you love the Core products and the plan, and you've been able to sell it? Can you stand up for me? Because I just want to know. My biggest question. Yeah.
Hold on, wait, guys. We don't want this to be. Hold on.
No, I don't want it to.
I know, but please, we don't want this is not a competition.
No,
Let me
it's
just
not.
answer it. We're merging it right now, so we're looking at how to
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be
Right,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
One
That's-
plan.
that's-
get that.
Yeah. Right, so well, the reason why I say that is because the reason why we're here is to talk about the transition between core. And so that's where we have a lot of people in here who love those products, who
Yeah.
want to build a business with those products.
Right.
And the reason why we love those products is, and here's the thing, I have Zen, and I love the shake. It tastes amazing. It's fantastic. My wife and I have worked as fitness professionals for over a decade. We've trained hundreds of clients from over 45 countries around the world. And I love that shake. And here's my only question. Here's my question. Here's my biggest thing with the shake. As a fitness professional, I'm not able to sell it at the price that the shake is at. And that's, raise your hand if fitness pros, you agree. So fitness professionals are working, we're in the field, we're working with the weight loss industry, and the reason why, as a society, we're gaining weight is because we eat at McDonald's.
We don't
It's the
really
dollar
like 2 minutes, I'm
menu.
sorry. You're all of that is correct.
So
I
that's
don't wanna
my
interrupt
biggest
you,
question,
But
is
your
the price.
question is the price. So tell me how much it is that it costs to buy 30 packets of Core Shake.
It's $57 for a month's supply. So that's
30 packets. 28 packets. Okay.
28. It's a bag.
It's a scoop.
57.
$57 for 20.
Okay. And tell me how much it is to buy Zen.
It's $69.95 retail for 14 servings, which would make it $140 for a month's supply.
Wait.
Does that make sense?
Let's go back.
For 15 servings retail,
Did you just give me retail for Core?
yeah, it's
So
57.
retail for Core
It's 57.
is 57.
Yes.
Zen Pro is
140 for the same amount.
Retail.
Double. Yeah, retail it's because it's $69.95 and double, so that's
It's double.
140. Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically double. It's basically double because what you have to understand is it has 1/3 more protein. It has 9 times the fiber that makes it an excellent source of fiber. It has 5 times less sugar. It has 10 billion, which is 10 times more than the added probiotic, of 5 different kinds of probiotics. All of those things are not like don't cost anything. They okay.
Right.
And in the Zen Pro system, the way we've been doing it, most people use 1 shake a day. So it's meant to be a one-time. So when you look at the program, not just the shake, but when you look at the program, it costs about $200 to do the whole program of Zen a month. When you look at the program designed for Core, it costs about $180 a month. 184, I think it is.
And I
What
love
I'm
the
saying
shake.
is it's
I think
very,
that's-
very close.
Yeah.
It's really not, the whole thing is not double.
So-
It's just that
Right.
the way we
Right.
decided to do the different add-ons and things for the shakes is a little different.
Yeah. But we're having 2 shakes a day for that. So I guess.
But see, our plan is different. It's just a different, because you're doing 2 fit drinks a day.
I know, but I know this is part of getting feedback, right?
Right.
This purpose of this.
And
So
we
as
understand that there's that concept, that issue, okay?
can I just finish and I'll be done. I'll sit down. As health pros, we're trying to give feedback because we want to be here. You guys, we want to be here as health pros. That's why we're here. We are here because we want to be here. But we need to be heard because you need to know where we are.
Yes.
We are boots on the ground. And we're trying to we know what sells. And for I know that you might be able to get the average person who's trying to lose weight to maybe buy that shake once, but not on auto ship because it's too much.
You can't tell me,
So
I'm sorry,
that's
this is not.
that's all our health pros in here. That's how we feel. So I just.
It's good, Ron. Good.
Guys, listen, hold on. I know there's frustration in a lot of people. Okay, so what I'm going to ask us to do is just let's have open dialogue, right? I understand your frustration from that perspective, and if you feel you haven't been heard, then we have to continue this conversation after. But let's keep this a positive thing. So we don't want to argue back and forth. Here we go. But I hear you.
Hi, this is for both of you, and I appreciate it, and I was an old Montague distributor, and I'm excited to be a new genetics distributor, and I'm thrilled with the marriage of both products because I've been learning so much now about Zen, and I've known so much about Core. You were talking earlier about the marriage of, one, I'm excited about the new marriage of the products and seeing how that comes out. In the meantime, when and how will we get information of how to use both products together until this marriage happens of product?
Yeah, the way I would do it, I mean, that's easy to put in a document. So the way we can put that in a document and make it easy on how you can implement both products together. So that you understand how together. That's easy to do. So just know, I dig both products. I support both products. I completely, and I understand completely where Ryan's coming from too. So I think conversations for health pros, in particular, after this breakout, let's do a meeting there. We can answer and have an open dialogue. Yes. Sound good? Okay.
Because in the meantime, I just need to know how to do both.
So we'll make a
as
plan.
you guys are going on with product and growing product for us.
I have a whole plan on how we can do that.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Renita.
Is it possible at any point to kind of fill both sections? Because I feel like, you know, it is with the PFC every 3. I mean, we know that works. We're not into caloric deprivation. We love the Core, but I do love what's in the Zen, but it is for a select group of people. It's not for, it is for everybody, but whether or not everyone's going to invest in it is completely up to them if they're going to pay that price point. I just think it would be awesome to just have both. Yes.
Renita said, is there a way that we can have both shades? Okay, everything's on the table. That's why we're having this breakout session. So, that's why you're asking stuff, because we have to, like, you need to voice your opinion. We just want to keep it positive. Okay.
So my name is Danielle, and I don't know much about the Core. I'm Jeanette, and I was Zen. Sorry, I'm not going to talk too loud because of the baby. But I'm also a personal trainer, and my client base is predominantly prenatal, postpartum, breastfeeding. So what I love about Zen is I've had people take it to their doctors, and they're cleared. And not, I mean, I obviously tell them to take it to the doctors, but I've got people on the full Zen line while breastfeeding, losing weight, building muscle successfully. So I will say, and I've got people who signed up who can't afford to get their nails done and are doing it monthly. So I think part of it is building the value. I mean, and for me, and I'm not going to say that's going to work for everyone, but I have celiac disease, I have severe allergies to MSG, to sucralose. I've never been able to take another line on the market. I can take it all, you know, so I just want to say my feedback is I don't want the ingredients of the Zen change because, okay, and I'm excited to learn more about Core as this stuff merges, but I do think there's a huge value that can be